What's going on, everybody? It's your main man, Big Wayne, D-I-E-S-E, to the airport, live in episode of Calling the High Seat. You know how I do, Mr. Diesel. All right, so check it out. Y'all seen the interview? It's like, I don't know how long the interview really was, but interview dudes interviewing Kobe, and he gave us some nuggets, y'all. Oh, Kobe gave us some nuggets. Basically paraphrasing, the hot topic. I don't even understand why it's a conversation, why it's a topic, because Shaq and Kobe have definitely had the conversation face to face. It was like an hour or so long documentary right there. Came out like last summer or something. So I don't even know why this is a topic. But he was talking about Shaq and Kobe. Basically, he said a couple things. He said, one, if he had the work ethic, he'd have been the best of all time. And two, they would have had like 12 championships. And then Shaq retorted, well, you don't get work ethic if you don't get no statue. You can't ring check him because, he loved ring checking, Charles. But he can't do that with Kobe because, one, he got more rings than Shaq do. And two, it wouldn't make sense because a lot of their success was together. But Kobe don't got a statue, so that's the only thing he could really throw at him. But anyway, and my takeaway is, well, number one, 12, I don't know, maybe. But I think they would have made 12 appearances, but maybe like 8 rings. That's about what I'm thinking about. And then number two, I don't think Shaq, say they work ethic or not, I don't think Shaq could ever be considered the best player of all time. I'd probably move him up some notches, but I don't think I could get him the best player of all time. One, because, he's a center, so he's a dependent position, so he needed somebody to get him the ball. It's not like Shaq could just bring it up the floor and play on the perimeter and in the paint. It's not like, he was a primary ball handler, so he had that working against him. Two, we all know about Shaq and his free throws. All right. And three, even if you take him outside the paint, shot, yeah. You see what I'm saying? So I think he got that working against him, or work ethic, work towards it. But either way, it's a liability at the free throw line, and you still at a dependent position. So I don't think he could ever been considered a number one of all time. Maybe I'll probably put him, if things play a little different for him, maybe. I'm not one to question Shaq's work ethic. I'm sorry, it's a lot. I've seen a lot of big dudes, and all of them ain't doing that. So, or what he was doing. So I'm not gonna say work ethic. He might not have worked 36 hours a day, but he might have worked a couple of them. And when you 7-1 all muscle, shoot, you probably don't gotta work as much or as hard. So I'm not really sure. I think Shaq, and he's still an all-time. So I got him number 2 center all time. But anyway, so I don't think he'd have been the best of all time. Two, they stayed together. I'm not. They needed each other. They needed each other. Shaq and Kobe needed each other. I don't know why people always just Shaq and Kobe, Shaq and Kobe. Now I would lean towards Shaq myself, but they needed each other. You see what I mean? And why did Kobe struggle so much after Shaq left? Because a lot of this fabled triangle everybody loves. It was a post type offense, and it don't get too much better in the post than Shaquille O'Neal. You understand what I'm saying? Now, yeah, Kobe had the post game because he stole all the Jordan stuff, and he's a better scorer than Jordan is. But he had the post move, but he didn't have the size or the power. So there's a lot of things you can negate. Yeah, you can kind of moderate Kobe, and Kobe takes a lot of bad shots. You see what I mean? But Shaq, it don't matter because he right there under the rim, so you just dump it off to him and head for the hills. That's all you got to do. Kobe didn't have that same luxury. That's why he really didn't win again until he got 2 7-footers. Hey, how you feel about Powell or Bynum? But he needed that size, and he didn't have that. That's why he struggled for so long, so he could do all them shots. It was a losing effort because he didn't have that dominance. And then with Powell and Bynum, they could assimilate that. You understand what I'm saying? Whereas Shaq, yeah, it was pretty much immediate. It was pretty much immediate. He was there 1 year of Miami, then won the second year. But he had D Wade, which is, a junior Kobe. But, he had somebody to dump him the ball, and he had a post presence. And we still talking about Shaq now. So, yeah, he was going to have that. He just started, getting hurt and everything, That's what happened with that. So, I don't see what the big things about. I still got him as the best duo of all time. Over Jordan and Pippen. Yes, I said it. Over Jordan and Pippen. I absolutely got that. And I'll have it like that forever. But anyway, I digress. And if anything, they could have did. The only reason they lost against the Pistons was because they pretty much hated each other at that point. I mean, they was pretty much Ike and Tina at the end of What's Love Got to Do with It by the time '04 rolled around. So I don't think that would. I don't think that's. I don't think that. I don't think passing the ball would have got him 12 rings because Shaq got the ball a lot. I mean, dumping it in the PK got that ain't like Kobe didn't pass. Shaq got the ball enough. You can't get it to him every play because you still got Rick Fox, Glenn Rice that 1 year, and you had other people, so he can't get the ball every play. I get he may have froze him out sometimes, maybe, sure, but that wouldn't negate that. What messed them up was the chemistry between them two. That's how come they didn't last longer. You understand what I'm saying? And shoot, maybe if that bond is where it could have been or where it needed to be, maybe they stayed together and we looking at that Laker time in a whole different light. But like I said before in the past, I wasn't on air at this point, but I'm of the mindset Kobe was hard to play with because stars really didn't go there. Dwight went, but it didn't last, and other stars didn't really play there. Now, I'm not really knocking Kobe against that. Kobe just demands a lot of things people really wasn't willing to do. But regardless of the fact, Kobe was hard to play with. Now, that's not a knock on Kobe. I love me some Kobe Bryant. So I don't think I'm just hating on the man because I love me some Kobe. But anyway, it was hard to play with. And Shaq like, I don't need this. And Kobe like, I don't need you. So like I told you in that other video, foolish pride will mess up a lot of things for you. That was really what did Shaq and Kobe. Pride. But they really needed each other. No, Shaq couldn't have been the best of all time because he was at a dependent position. And Kobe not passing Shaq the ball ain't what robbed them of 12 championships. It was their friendship or teammate chemistry within each other is what cost them that. I might be right about that. I may be wrong. I don't know. I'm calling it how I see it, y'all. Y'all take it easy. I'm out of here. Yeah.